Hey everyone, it's Dr. CDCS, and welcome back to a new day and a new game. Um, you might be a bit perplexed as to why this game is in 16 by 9 and not 4 by 3. But no, this is um, fortunately I'm not able to stream for as long as I'd like, so I figured instead of starting a new game like a regular playthrough, I thought I'd just play something differently, something different. I try something different, play and yeah, I'll instead play a newer game. This game is actually in early access. It's it is a city sim game, a city management game. So you build a city, uh, and you try to manage it. But there's a difference to it. It's not a traditional Sim City type of game. It's got some uh, quirks to it. The basic premise is that Earth has been destroyed, uh, and the survivors of humanity live in an orbital station just above the planet. But those who still remained on the planet before, I guess, the radiation enveloped the planet and killed everything, they managed to build artificial cliffs um, to help reseed the planet at some point, and uh, uh, that's where we'll basically uh, start our new civilization, as it were. The game also has a difference in that you're not in control of one city. They are small little islands, I guess, but for the most part, they're independent cities, um, and you have to treat them as such because they have their own separate economy, they have their own separate needs. They also have their own separate resources, which you have to micromanage. So there is some difficulty in this game. The things kind of get can get a little hectic, um, but uh, it. Sorry, I just have to click out and make sure everything's okay. Clear everything here. Everything's running. All right. But yeah, it's still in early access. But from what I've played, I've put in maybe close to, oh, what's my clock at? I think it's close to just under 70 hours I've put into this game since I picked it up. Not too long ago, in fact. I've been playing it quite a bit in my free time, and I really enjoy it. But it has some problems. It's a bit quirky. The game is a bit rough around the edges, especially when it comes to how text boxes and different like words are displayed on the game, and it is a bit difficult. And also the tutorial is kind of bad. That's the other problem. But I'm going to start a new game. These are obviously my older playthroughs, which I will play off on my own, but I'm not going to load these up. And I'm going to start a new game. This game also has a lot of depth to it. A lot of, like, you think that all it is just managing a city, but there are other things to it. They actually do give you objectives that you have to complete. And we'll just start a new game. Just look at the intro. After a nuclear war in the past decade, the surface of the Earth was covered with a layer of radioactive mist. Several thousand people found shelter on an orbital station. Those who stayed had time to build artificial cliffs on the surface, to give a chance for the future generations to return home. Now, that's pretty much it. The game is pretty straightforward in that regard. But yeah, so this is the setup for the game mode. And you can choose between sandbox, so you have access to all the buildings, unlimited money, building without resources, complete all researches, and simulation. So there are no plot tasks, there's no I don't know what that means, locations, but I'm gonna assume that plot tasks. Actually, I don't know what that means. I'm not too familiar with that because marauders, building with our resources, complete our researches. So maybe I think this means no mission objectives. So you'll get objectives that you have to complete. And I guess if by the sandbox mode you don't have to do that. They also have default. So you don't have any of those things, but you do have orbital orders. Okay, so wait, actually, orbital orders are... Okay, so I don't know what the difference is between this and orbital orders, to be honest. Simulation, it's not very clear. That's kind of the problem. The wording, because I guess the developers are not, they're not, I guess, English isn't their first language. There is a bit of a translation or misunderstood. It's a bit rough when it comes to the translation, but for the most part, it does work. But here's the default. You get orbital orders, which means the orbital station will send you orders that you have to achieve. You also have natural disasters, which can adversely affect your city quite a bit. And also attacks from so one of the one of the natural disasters, I guess, is that you'll get an enemy attack. So that's a big problem, especially early on. It can have because it's pretty merciless if you don't have defenses. But yeah, so that's... Yeah, we don't have to turn that on. The third option is tower defense. It's just basically there are no orbital orders or natural disasters, but you do get regular marauders attacks. So it is like a net tower defense type of game. But we're going to start with default. Marauders attack is one of the natural disasters. Yes, sure. And we'll start a new game. Whoops. So, you always start off with you start off with a randomized set of islands. We'll just call them islands for the sake of argument. But they're always randomized, but you can always regenerate them if you're not happy with the way it looks. By clicking this, you'll get information of each island and what you see. So you can see here, groundwater is 100%, sunshine's 100%. Oh, give me a second here. What was that? Never mind. Windiness is 52%, and fish is 100%. 46, 28. So yeah, this is not great. It's not a great one, so we'll regenerate a new one. This is even narrower than the other one. It's always good that, from my previous playthrough, it's nice to have at least one island or something with ground or some sort of groundwater that you can access. Because you can actually extract water from any tile, but there is a water extraction unit that does require you to have direct access to some form of lake or water like this, like a stream. So it's very beneficial to have one. 40, 100% groundwater, 43 sunshine, windiness 100%. Let's regenerate that one. This is like super small. Not great. I guess the benefit is you can keep redoing this. So this would be nice, but there's no water. These are like super small. Why are they so small? Okay, how about this one? Groundwater 100%, sunshine 100%, windiness 55. 36, 52, 100%, fish to 100%. Well, that's the other thing. Water provides fish. So if you actually zoom in, you might actually see some fish in the water there. Yeah, so that is actually something we do need. Not as a food source. Oddly enough, fish is not considered a food source, but it is needed to maintain the health of your colonists. Let's generate a new... Ooh. What's this? 34, 40. Oh my god. 49, 30, 43. 100, 140% windiness. How about this one? I think... in my my previous playthrough, which is which I left to like, I'm not going to be playing it obviously for obvious reasons for this Twitch thing. The previous playthrough, like, I actually lucked out on one of these. So the way it was that it was 2 islands, but they were connected by a river. And it was actually really beneficial because one of them had 100 across the board. It was actually a really great start. The other 2 islands were kind of weak, but that 100%, the one with everything, made up for it and then some. So we got sunshine, 100% groundwater, fish, 100%. Try 3153, 100, 100. So far, it doesn't look like I'm getting the kind of roll I want. Let's see. I see. This is the one I'm talking about. See, it's 2 separate islands, but they're interlinked by this massive lake bed, which is very useful. There's actually 2 sets of water here. Actually, I might use this one. Let's see, 100% groundwater, sunshine 43, windiness 100%, fish 100%. Sunshine 100%. So windiness is 100% here. 100% wind sunshine on this end. And this side just has garbage for everything. Let's actually turn off the, there we go. The lighting is nice and all, but when it's dark, it really gets hard to see anything. So we'll just turn that off for now and just leave it like that, just so I can see everything. This is probably the hardest part because I want to get at least something decent. It's also, you know what, let's regenerate. $43, 100. There's another one. So what do we got here? 100% groundwater, sunshine 44, and windiness 24. 53, 32, 52. Groundwater 23, but sunshine and windiness at 100%. Okay, we'll try one more. Not one more, but one more. Okay, how about this one? Pretty mediocre. Oh, that's even worse. See, now this is the one. 100, 100, 100, 100 across the board. Okay. I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so now that I've decided I'm gonna try to make the go of this, I guess, generate a set of random islands. Which one do I want to start off on? Want to start on the weakest? Or do I want to start on the best? These are such small islands. Okay. We'll start here. Alright, and the way to start off is that you first build a storage area. Tutorial tells you build a storage area. And that's what we'll do. So, each of these squares, you can actually build, you can see like for the storage, cold store, matter mine, recycling plants. I'm just using it as an example, but you can see the top right corner. Each of these have a uh, requirement that they need in terms of space that they need. So here's the storage one. This is the one we need first because this is where all of our materials will get stored. So you can see that it takes up almost this. Well, it takes up this entire 1 square block. But if you take the cold store, for instance, it only takes half. So you can see a grid pop up when you do that. And you can plan your building placement accordingly. Alright, so first up, we build the storage. Put it somewhere here. So what I would do is, especially towards in my previous play, I would actually, since I had the ability to, I'll pause the game and plan out my entire city because I wanted everything to be planned out ahead of time. But I'm not going to do that. That would just take way too long, and I take a lot of time to think about these things. So there's no time for that. So I'm just going to place my storage unit right about here. You'll see a little animation.
Large construction completed. Objective completed.
Alright, resources in orbit are limited. Use them wisely to create a settlement on Earth. Okay, so we got our first reward of 250 gold for completing that. Now we got a new objective. We got to build a landing platform and housing for 15 citizens. Because while everything kind of needs, you need to have everything needs a balance. So you need supplies, but you also need people to work the buildings to create supplies. And you need people who in order for people to be there, you need to build housing. In order for housing, you need to have supplies again, but you also need water, you need electricity, you need food. So there's a lot of things to take into account. So the first things first, we built the supplies. So we only have 120 materials, 80 barrels of water, and 60 food. Or 60 units of food. So with the game paused, I'm gonna plan ahead here a bit, and because I don't know what the soil fertility for this area is, so I'm gonna hope that it's decent because I need to research. I need to build a building which will allow me to research the fertility of the particular island. So it doesn't. There's no. As long as it's on this island, you don't need to. You can build anywhere on this entire area. It doesn't. The only difference. I mean, the only thing that matters is how far your drones. You can see the drones on top of the storage unit. How far they have to travel. So I'm gonna build that there. That's my first bit. Oh, that's for food. I'm gonna build a solar station because that's there. We'll just turn these off for now. That deals with food, electricity, the landing platform. So you can actually have two types of landing platforms. One is a straight landing platform, which you can plant on the ground here, but you can see here it says ecology -5. So you also have to take into account the environment and how that'll be affected by the things you place. So there's a second type of landing platform, and it actually gives you an aesthetic bonus because it actually juts out like so, and you can it adds a little bit of aesthetic value to your island. All right, so where would I want to put this? It doesn't really. Again, it doesn't matter where you place it. They don't. It's all visual in the end. As long as it's on the island, it's pretty much there. The only thing you got to take into account is how far the drones have to travel, and even then, it's not a big deal. So I guess I'll put it this corner. That there. And also, I gotta build housing. 50. That there. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I am kind of doing it now. I am placing structures ahead of time. So, I've got the landing platform. I've got this power station for power. I've got a couple of houses there. Next up, I'm going to need to extract some materials. Once again, I don't know what the matter deposit quality is here. I don't know how well I'm going to be extracting materials from here. So, we'll put... there. Sleep mode. There. What else do I need? Water extraction. Okay. So like I said, normally you'd have to put a water extraction station. But because groundwater is 100% and I have a lake bed here, I'm going to use a water filter. Because it's specifically designed for areas like this. And it'll allow you to extract water at a quicker rate. Even though I believe it is a bit more expensive. Yeah, it's a bit more expensive, requires a bit more materials. But I think in the long run it's well worth it. Let's see, it requires more work, but that's fine. Alright, let's unpause that. See, the drones are getting to work. We'll increase the game speed.
Medium construction completed.
Okay, so both the house and the
Small
platform have been
construction
completed. Alright, so... now I could build a second house, or... spend 130 gold and get 7 more people as an instant build. How much is the house to build? I keep forgetting. 175. I think. Well, yeah, that's fine.
Small construction completed.
Right, you can see the
New citizens arrived.
shuttle pad taking on shuttles. People are coming into the city. And now...
Objective completed.
there are 15 people in town, and I have the capacity for 26. Right, so I need to generate a power surplus. Or for that, I need to build a solar station. Because right now, because I haven't built any power stations, I'm running off of batteries that came with the initial drop-off. So we gotta rectify that.
Large
All right.
construction completed. Objective completed.
So now, they want me to build a battery station. So when you have excess power, it's basically a waste not to collect it. So you create battery stations. So any extra power you get, you end up diverting that extra energy to the battery stations, which in charge create batteries for you to keep. Now you can use that towards production, or in case you, which will always happen in this game, you'll always find yourself having a power shortage for whatever reason, and the batteries will act as a literal backup to ensure your city functions correctly. So right now we got to build a battery station. So I will do that. Whoops. It's wrong. There we go.
Small construction completed.
Right now, let's see. This is 12. I think I'll build another.
Large
I'll
construction
build that as well.
completed. Objective completed.
Right, so now the battery's been built. So because it's solar power, when it gets dark, the solar panels will shut off. But I built wind power because it'll pick up the slack. So now I got to build a water extraction station. I have 59 material. How much does this take? 30. I think I might have to, because groundwater is 100%. Yeah. So because groundwater is at 100%, I opted to build a regular water extraction plant.
Medium construction completed.
And now that's being built. And that's going to extract water out.
Objective completed.
Okay, so that's been built. So now I need to build some crop fields, so shouldn't be too hard. So
Large construction completed. Objective completed.
Do that. Take my reward. So how are we looking across the board?
Large construction completed.
So far, so good. So now they want me to build a matter mine. Right, since I already placed those matter mines there, I'll tell them to resume building.
Large
There we go.
construction
Matter mine
completed.
has been built. They just need to extract some matter out. However, I will tell it to build a second one.
Large construction completed.
There we go.
Objective completed.
I need to build some houses. So, if you look at the bottom left here, people don't just come one at a time. They actually come in bunches. So every 15 or so will come together. So right now, I have this gap of I have 15 people and 26 available spots. But you can see, like, there's this gap. Why isn't it filling up to 26? That's because it needs 15 people at a time. So it needs 30 spots, 30 available housing units for it to fill up. So I'm building another house, and you'll see, like, as soon as that house is built, it'll fill up to the next available level just before
Small construction completed.
I can't take anymore. So
New citizens
there
arrived.
we go. So it should fill up to 30 at least. Yes. And now my manpower is at 75% because more people are not only coming in, but it's closer to the total workspaces I have available. Before it was, what, 36%? Alright, so I'm going to build another house. I don't necessarily need to do that. I can just spend 130
New citizens arrived.
and upgrade that house. You can also rotate buildings aesthetically. It doesn't add anything like a...
Completed.
I mean, it's just your own personal preference. If you don't like the way that building looks, you can rotate it around the grid. And it'll rotate to whatever you want. Alright, so right now I'm at 100% manpower, but I'm also... I also have 5 slots. Like, for people that need... I have 5 more people than there are actual jobs available. So I need to fill that up because they collect money for unemployment benefits. You got to take that into consideration. So now my next objective, I have to build a town square. A town square will provide some money. And how much is a town square resource-wise? 2, 1, 240. I think I'll build 2 of them. Because it does provide you with some passive income. And I will build one at a time.
Large construction completed. Objective completed.
There we go.
Large construction completed.
Next objective is to build a maintenance center. Now, maintenance centers ensure that your buildings won't catch on fire and get destroyed. So every so often, you'll see like this bar go down. So this basically tells you the level of maintenance for your entire city. The more buildings you have, the more likelihood like it'll hit a threshold and it'll tell you like you need to build a maintenance center. Otherwise, buildings will start catching on fire. Not only during disasters, which may or may not happen, but also randomly if you don't maintain a level, you don't maintain a maintenance center. So we're going to build one. But what is this? 700 to 350. So there's 2 types of maintenance centers. One that can be on the ground, like so, which is cheaper, but it needs water from the drones. The alternative is I can build a floating maintenance center, which can be built here. It'll be in the water. It is more expensive, but it won't need drones to fill up with water. It'll take it directly from the lake. But I don't know if I want to do that. With such a small lake, do I want to do that, or do I want to save it? You know what? I'll just do a regular maintenance center. We'll do that there. So the town center produces 5 gold every so often.
Medium construction completed.
There we go.
Objective completed.
Okay, so here's my next objective. I hope to build a 3D printing facility. Now, there are 4 different types of things that a 3D printing facility can build. Just give me a second here. So yeah, a 3D printing facility can either build you engines, which you need for, say, drones or other things that you might want to build, or it can build you consumables for your people, for your citizens. So the 3 other consumables are furniture, appliances, and gadgets. So if you build these, the more of these you build, the more it sustains the city's need, and that helps increase the prestige of your city and the happiness of your city. So you want to have a 3D printing facility because it helps to well, maintain the well-being of your city, of your townsfolk, I guess. Now, where is it? 3D printing facility. There we go. Well, what's the requirement for that? 12. 500. Can I build 2 of them? Okay. All right, printing facility completed. So he wants me to build 2 engines and 2 pieces of furniture. So we'll build one of those, and they'll build on its own. So they got the materials that they need, and is slowly producing it now. Let's build that second printing facility. So I'm going to do one more thing since I'm here. I'm going to build a recycling plant, because recycling plant takes debris and converts it to material. Now, how do you get debris? Debris you can spontaneously find later on in the game through disasters and whatnot, but I'm going to build a 3D printing facility here. I'm going to convert this. I'm going to pay 520 gold, I guess, and ask it to extract a couple of debris every time it pumps out a piece of material.
Medium construction completed.
All right, let's take a look. All right, so. Have to
Objective completed.
increase my population a bit.
New citizens arrived.
Do I still have enough food? Should. Oof. I don't think the soil fertility of this island is particularly good. Right now it wants me to build a trading portal. The trading portal opens up a connection between the town, the cities, and your orbital station. There you can extract, sell and buy goods from there. Alright, let's build another crop field. Let's see, actually. I am confused. Oh, my justice value went down. Okay. How much is a quart? 600? 10. So, you need to maintain, like, various attributes in your game. Either hunger or medicine, a value of medicine, or not even research, but, like, aesthetics. But the most important one for me, I think, in my opinion, is justice. Because if your justice is below, if your level of, they call it justice, but it's really your crime rate, or level of, like, I guess, civil discord. If it's below a certain threshold, you start losing money because it gets stolen. It took me a long while to realize, like, you have to actually maintain. So it says 3 out of 6, so you got to make sure it stays at a level 6 or more. Basically, the numerator has to be greater than the denominator in this case. So I'm going to rectify that by building a court. It's still at an affordable rate, so tell them to build that first, because every day I'll lose money, and it adds up. How much did I can't see how much I lost, but there we go. So now it's 23 out of 6, so I should be good in that regard for some time. Okay. How are we looking? So what I'm looking at is my production rate compared to my consumption rate. Just want to make sure my production rate is higher than my consumption rate. How many batteries do I have? 70. Okay. Okay, the trading portal's next. 800 gold and 20 raw material. So I'll build the trading portal here. Another house there. So you can see, like, the drone, I only have 3 drones right now, so they're kind of getting stretched thin because I gotta maintain all these different processes, like taking two
Small
materials from here.
construction
You have to
completed.
extract the water from here. You gotta take stuff from here. There's a lot of stuff they gotta do. They also gotta build this house, so I gotta set some priorities here. Has the house been built? Yes, it has. So let's upgrade it.
New citizens arrived.
Alright, so a bunch of more people should arrive. That should increase my manpower up to 66%. My health level is low, so I gotta build something to maintain my health. So, a pharmaceutical unit should help with that. How much is the requirement on that? It's 144. We'll build a pharmacy over there. We can set a priority for the drones. Build this first.
Small
we go.
construction completed.
Alright, let's build that portal. Set the priority for the drones to focus on that more than anything else.
Huge construction completed.
Okay, portal's been completed. So now, here's the winner for the trading portal. One of the requirements is I gotta make about $50, I guess, through the trading portal. I guess one thing we can look at is, am I capped at anything? Because if I hit the limit, it's basically being wasted. But I can sell it to the trading portal and make some money off that.
Trading platform arrived.
So we have like 50 water, and 50 battery units. So if I have more than 50 units of batteries and 50 units of water, yeah, sell it. Right now, I can only hold 50, so if I have 100 and yes. So yeah, if I have more than 50 of anything, of these specific items, sell them to the trading portal to make some money. And it'll sell at these prices. 5 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents. Food, buy if I have an issue. So buy if less than 5.
Trading platform arrived.
Also, don't forget to set priority 1 so that they know that to drop resources off. So you can now see them dropping resources at the trading portal.
Objective completed.
There we go. So made 50 bucks. Alright. So next thing, we got to build a pharmaceutical unit, which we have done. And they also want us to build a salad unit. Salad is important for the vitamin metric, I guess. So you can see like I have to maintain fish, salad, apples, and grapes. In order for that to happen, I have to build those particular buildings. So I'm going to do that. So with salads, I'm not sure if I can. I might be short. I'm going to build a salad farm there. I'm going to build an orchard here. A vineyard for grapes. And another crop field. So, orchard, salad, vineyard. I may not have
Trading
enough.
platform arrived. Medium construction completed.
Okay, so I do have enough.
Objective completed.
So, the salad farm needs water as well. And that'll be done. So right now that things are looking okay, but now I need to increase my drone limit. I need more drones because there's too many tasks and there's too few drones to accomplish those tasks. So the next requirement is I need to build an airport. Airports will allow me to... Let's pause the game, let me find it first. Airport. Airport will allow me to build more drones and other types of aircraft.
Trading platform arrived.
Set that as priority 1 to be built. So now you can see like my consumption rate of food is greater than my production rate. So I need to get on building a
Huge construction completed.
another crop field, which I've done. And let's build that order for a couple more drones.
Large construction completed. Trading platform arrived.
Alright, so because of the drone shortage, water's not being sent to the salad farm, which is not producing anything as a result. So now you can see my vitamin level is dangerously low. I have no fish, no vegetables, no nothing. So I can put an order in here. If I have less than, say, 5, oops, not alcohol, 5 of that, 5 of that, and 5 of that, buy some of that. So I've put an order. If it's less than 5 for each of these values, place an order and it will automatically be sent from the orbital station back down here.
Trading platform arrived.
You can see like some vegetables and fruits have already arrived. No one's picking it up because there's too few drones. I need to build some drones. Alright, set a priority. It needs to build. Yes, so now it's building it. Well, how much is a medium residence? 350.
Trading platform arrived.
Alright, new drone has been popped up. Oop. Is it nighttime? Yeah, that's why. So let me turn off the user light so we get a better idea of the way the game actually looks at night. So because it's nighttime, I'm consuming batteries. So we'll wait till solar power comes back, and now it's charging again.
Trading platform arrived. Objective completed.
Disable the airport, enable the airport. Okay, so disable it, enable, disable, enable. It's pretty
Objective
simple.
completed.
You can disable a building so that it only you can save up on electricity costs and whatever. So our next one is improve aesthetics. I'm going to leave that running for a bit. So how are we doing? Still an orchard.
Trading platform arrived.
Still a couple more drones as well. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure I actually had the mic unmuted. I was like, wait a second.
Trading platform arrived.
Oh, I'm short on apples. So, let's make sure let's make it at 15. If it's less than 15, then let's fix that. Also going to build a port because I need to capture some fish. Oh well, I guess we're building that.
Medium
Here we go.
construction completed. Trading platform arrived. Large construction completed.
Okay. Let's build those to get some more power generation.
Small construction completed. Medium construction completed. New citizens arrived. Small construction completed. Trading platform arrived.
Okay. So now I'm not going to be getting any more people. Why? Because I'm about to run out of uranium.
Small construction completed.
And until I can get uranium uranium extracted by myself, I'm gonna have to buy it from the orbital station, and it's actually kind of expensive. But if it's below 8, buy some uranium. Rather than I probably shouldn't. A little pricey. I don't have much money. I only have 4,000 on me.
Trading platform arrived.
Okay. Let's build this vineyard.
Medium construction
Here we
completed.
go. I should have enough. Oof, I barely have enough batteries.
Trading platform arrived. Small construction completed.
Okay. I think I've maxed out my... Oh, not yet. How much is this? 240 and 6, yes.
Small construction completed.
Okay, so I've built enough wind turbines to
Small construction completed.
be able to still generate
Trading
charge
platform
power even
arrived.
at night. So I'm going to use this
Small
opportunity to
construction
build some more
completed.
battery stations so that I can collect more battery packs. Okay, now I'm capped currently at my drone. So now I have 10 drones flying around doing jobs. So let's see how we look right now. Water, we're barely hanging in there. Food, we're okay, but it would do for another crop field, I guess. Fish, grapes, salad, and fruit, we're doing good. Okay, we're actually doing everything okay across the board. How are we doing on batteries?
Trading platform arrived.
The other thing is that the trading platform, every time it brings in a platform, it consumes a large amount of power. Right now it's 20 kilowatts. I don't know if it changes once it goes back. No, it doesn't. But it does consume. You can actually see a difference when the platform does come. So... oh, snap. Oh, I built these battery stations off grid. Whoops. Whoopsie. I'm gonna have to fix that when I get some more money and I'm able to fix my mistakes. So basically I was supposed to build this here and this one here, but it's 1 point off, so it's cutting into this section. I'll fix it.
Small construction completed. Medium construction completed. Trading platform arrived.
Okay, it is producing now. Okay, great.
Small construction completed.
I'm gonna build another couple of town squares to collect some more funds, if possible.
Large construction completed.
Also build another medium residence.
Trading platform arrived. Medium construction completed.
About time I finish that as
New
well,
citizens
even though it
arrived.
costs 700 gold. 650. So yeah, my water consumption rate and production rate are equalized along with my food production. So I need to fix that.
Medium construction completed.
My medical. I'll build that.
Trading platform arrived. Medium construction completed.
One-time purchase. I should buy maybe. How much does it cost to? makes 2. I'll buy 6 of those.
Trading platform arrived.
If it's more than 50, sell it back. You can only carry 20 anyways. You can only, the trading port can only carry a max of 20 units for each individual resource that you want to sell. So you gotta hope that it takes the one that you want sold the most.
Trading platform arrived.
Sell that as well. Uh, 220. Okay, I'm starting to lose food, so I'm starting to consume more food than I'm actually producing. So
Small construction completed.
alright, some more crop fields are being built.
Small construction completed. Small construction completed.
Yes, now I'm back in the positive, so
Small construction completed.
should be okay.
Trading platform arrived.
How are we doing here? Alright, let's get some more people.
New citizens arrived.
I'm gonna destroy these batteries. Alright, so now you can see, like, a warning message. There's not enough uranium. I just had to transfer over. But I am running low on
New
uranium.
citizens arrived. Trading platform arrived.
Alright, let's take a look here. Where is it? The bridge connection. Bridge connection is very important because it allows you to connect with other cities. And yeah, to maintain a connection so you can trade and also send people. So we'll build this ahead of time. We'll put that connection there so that we can take a spot there. And unlike my previous playthrough, I wasn't able to do this, but I'm hoping I can do it now. And that is to build a subway. Yes, I can finally build a subway. I wasn't able to do that. So I'll build a subway there, and I'll close that off. Basically, I'm just reserving it, the spot there. What's next? Improve the aesthetics. So, blah. All right. There, put there. Tell them to build that one, I guess.
Tiny construction completed.
They consuming batteries. No, it is. Wait, it is. No, it's not. Okay.
Trading platform arrived.
Let's build another solar panel. All right, how are we looking? So far, so good. I am making money, barely, and I do have a power surplus, which is good. All right there, Apollo. How's it going? How's this game? So I bought it just before the Steam sale started. It's actually a very cheap game. I think in American dollars it's like 9 something American, and like in euros it's like €7. It's incredibly cheap. I paid $10 for it, but it's an early access, and you know the risk of playing a game in early access, and it is rough around the edges. Don't get me wrong. The tutorial's terrible. This is an awful tutorial, to be honest. The descriptions that are given sometimes they don't make any sense whatsoever. Enemy attacks, when they do happen, unless you know what to look for, you're like really unprepared for them. You more often than not, the tutorial does not tell you that they're going to be alien attacks. Once the tutorial ends, in my case, the next thing that happened was an enemy attack, and I got decimated. My entire city was destroyed. That's how powerful they are in the first wave. So it's it can be a little like unfair. It is a very good price, but again, it is early access, so you're paying, you're basically taking a risk you're taking a chance. But I've put in almost 70 hours since I bought it, back in, when did the Steam sale start? What, June 25th? So I think I bought it around there, and I haven't stopped playing it. It's been a lot of fun, and there are a lot of layers to this game. You think that the tutorial, okay, so the tutorial's garbage, but there are mission objectives, which initially can seem very unfair, and they are unfair, especially early on, because the penalties are so high. Of like, they'll ask you, hey, you have to send like 120 gadgets up to the orbital station, and you're like barely producing like 3 at a time. So you're like, oh my goodness, this is going to take forever, and you have a time limit. And once you fail it, you lose like 3,000 or 4,000 gold, and it's like it can cripple you. The only good thing is that when I fail, especially early on, I'm in control technically of 3 cities. You can see like I'm like building up Heaven Water, but you can see North Coast and Quiet Coast. So North Coast is actually over here, and Quiet Coast is over there, and North Coast is over here, and they all have their own independent sources of money. So every time I would fail, like for Heaven Water in this case, I would run over the Quiet Coast, let it get highlighted, and click fail, so that they'll take the money from here. Basically, I'm hedging my bets, that if anything goes wrong, these guys will take up the cost, which is a bad thing because you can't really share money between towns. You can issue loans, but there's an interest rate that each town charges, and it's different. It's a different way to handle a city manager because you're actually handling technically 3 independent cities. That sounds like a good time episode given how many hours in. Do you usually play city builders? I do sometimes, but not on stream. As you could probably imagine, I usually play older games. But in my like when I'm off playing my own thing, I'll play this. I'll play this and whatever strikes my fancy. I was gonna play Oxygen not well, it's not a city builder, but Oxygen not included. I was gonna start playing that, but this game has been taking all my time. So there's a lot of things you got to take maintain a balance with when it comes to maintaining the city, and for the most part it works really well. I mean, for early access, I've played far worse games, and I don't think I've ever played 70 hours into an early access game. I can show you if you want. If you want to see what the game can hold, if you haven't seen it yourself. I don't know how much of this game you've seen, but if you want, I can show you my older. I can load up a save game to show you what it looks like. Like, I don't want to say it's end game, but I will say it's late game. I can show you a late game example of what the game will look like if you want. Let me know, and I can load up the save for you, and you can take a look at it. And I can just go around and show you what it looks like. So right now I'm just letting the tutorial hang on improved aesthetics because once the tutorial ends, well, that's when the real game starts. It'll kill you.
Trading platform arrived.
I include Oxygen in that city's survival city builder genre, like Tab. What's Tab? TAB. What does that stand for? You're gonna have to tell me what Tab is. I'm not familiar with that acronym. Alright, 51. It looks good. Everything is above the board. So far, so good. Oh, they are billions. Right, they are billions. Right, they are billions. I've played They Are Billions. I played it on stream. I got my butt kicked. Which is not surprising. Alright. So space is very limited here. So can't exactly keep building things too much. I can't keep building wind farms because it's taking up precious space and I only have so much to work with. Okay. How much is the market? What does it need? It needs food, water, and salad, but it produces a lot of money.
Small construction completed.
Can you build vertically? Okay. Do you want me to show you do you want me to shoulder my previous playthrough? I can show you my old save game if you want to see what it looks like. That way you can get a really good idea what the game holds. But I don't know if you want to play this yourself at some point and experience it. But if you do, like I said, I can show it to you and you can see what it looks like in terms of verticality. Because as it is, the way the game starts off, you can only build on these islands because that's really old. Because the ground is all radioactive. That's the story. If you want to disturb, you're not disturbing my stream. I'll just save it here in that save spot there because it is a one-off. So I will use that save slot. but I will quit to the main menu and I'll show you my current load, my current save. It's nothing fantastic or anything, but it is my older playthrough. Let me see. When was the last time I played? That would be Monday. All right. So this is my current so this is my current game. This is what my current game looks like. This is a snippet of what it could look like. And in terms of verticality, while you can't build like above anything, you can build along the cliff edge eventually. It'll allow you to unlock these types of buildings along the cliff face. You can build defenses and even residences and whatnot. And later on in the game, you'll be able to actually build buildings along the ground floor, which is radioactive, and harvest the energy from the ground. Eventually, you'll be able to progress if you complete enough important objectives. You'll get access back to the orbital station that your civilization is starting from, and you can actually build that up, and you can create that in itself. Like it kind of opened, the way the game works is that it starts you slow, but then it slowly opens up new avenues for you to explore. It's not just a standard build a city and just make sure no one dies. It actually opens up new objectives and new, I guess, I don't want to call them storylines, but it opens up these new paths. So eventually, I mean, your city, you don't get access to the orbital station even though your people are coming from there, but eventually you have to go back to the orbital station to maintain it because they're dying up there. So you actually get access to the orbital station, you get to build things, you get to maintain it, and then later on you get to finally build a city in a safe part of the planet. And currently this is where I'm at. This is like a city I'm building right now. But yeah, this is the way the city looks now. There's some, you can see some structures along the side there, and this is pretty much for me. I mean, as far as I know, this is like late game to slash end game for this. It's really, when you get to this point, it's a lot of fun to build things because things are kind of, you get way more drones to work with. Money seems to be coming in much faster, and it's a lot more fun. I may play this in the future. It looks interesting. Work has kept me really busy. I will finish the tab community as soon as I find a new game. There's a gangster game that Paradox is working on. Looks good. Oh, there's a gangster game from Paradox? I didn't know that. Then hey, no problem. It's super cheap. That's probably the biggest selling point of this game, is that it's at a very affordable. They could easily sell this as a $20 game, and I don't think anyone would really complain. But it's below $10. It's $10 something Canadian, which is super cheap. 10 something, 10.30, 10.29. It's extremely cheap for an early access game. I think once it hits early access, they'll jack up the price slightly, but for the most part, that's what it is. So it's a really low price point, and for the amount of content you get, I mean, like I said, I've put in 70 hours into the game. I've gotten my money's worth, and there's still much more I want to do. But like I said, it's not by all means a perfect game. I mean, no game is perfect, but it's got some flaws. It's really hard to fail if you're not careful. That's kind of the thing with it. It's really easy to suddenly lose, find yourself in a losing situation. Like, I've had to restart or use older saves multiple times because there are these instances where, like, I'm getting just destroyed and I have to reload older saves because I have to find my way. I have to go back in time to a safer point. I mean, you could try Iron Man if that's a thing, but this game is just way too hard for me to even try attempting an Iron Man playthrough. Anyways, so here we are, back at the little old city we started off with. It's out of water again. I do have a canned drink here, but it's room temperature, so this is gonna not taste great. Whatever.
Trading platform arrived.
All right. Here comes a trading platform. You can see, like, this is regular speed one time, but I'm so used to playing at the increased speed rate that I can't play it. I have to leave it at that now. This is my normal now. I can't leave it at a slower speed. I'm just too used to this now. Alright. I'm going to actually demolish this because I want to build a market. A market does require some like consumables like food and salad and water, but it produces a lot more money. Alright, let's pick that up. What was I going to build? Market. There we go. So yeah, it consumes food, water, and salad. Hope it's not too much. I'm not entirely sure. But it does produce like 20 gold, which I desperately need.
Large construction completed.
So it needs a constant supply of food and water. Oh, it produces 28 gold. I put my mistake. There we go. Now it has enough food, so now it's producing stuff. But now you see that because I built that market and it's taking food from here, like all my food production is like gone. Yeah, so we're gonna have to disable that. Disable it. So like I said, there are some problems with it. Mainly if you like, as far as I can tell, if you say plan to build something, so right now I put this as a possible construction place, but I put you can see the sleeping icons next to it. I've told it to basically pause construction. So you can see like 0 out of 30, which means there are no resources that have been applied there. But if you apply any resources to a building and you pause the construction, and then suddenly decide you don't want it there, if you cancel it, the only way to cancel the building is to demolish it. And when you demolish it, you don't get those resources back. You lose it. So you have to be very careful. That could be a huge problem if you're not careful. If you accidentally build and you delete something, or decide like, oh, I want to build it somewhere else, if you put those resources to it, it's gone. And that's really weird. You should at least get some of your... You should recoup some of your losses. I mean, honestly, you should be able to get back all your resources, I think, if you haven't built the building. But I don't know why the game does that. So like you can see right now, I've paused production because it's just too much on the city. If I resume it, it's consuming more than I'm actually producing. So I do actually have to pause it until I figure out how to build more like food production areas. Alright, so I'm looking at this because I'm wondering okay, I have to wait till daytime because when daytime comes around, I think 8 o'clock. Yes, 8 o'clock. That gives me a good indication as to how fast the production is. It also gives me an indication, because even though I can't see it, this growth rate will give me an indication just how well the soil fertility is. I don't think it's very good. I mean, 3 out of 4 have 81%. Yeah. Alright. I guess the ultimate way to find out is to build a different type of crop field. So these are open crop fields, which means they are dependent on the soil fertility of the land, and that's about it. I mean, they still need water, but they're mainly dependent on how well the soil is. However, you can build crop fields which are indoor. Soil fertility is like not a factor, but it does consume some power. So I'm going to actually build one because I'm going to compare one of these. I'm going to compare one of these outdoor fields to the indoor field. The indoor field does not produce as much as the outdoor field. I think this produces 20 units of food, whereas a full 4x4 indoor field produces only 16. But it's more consistent. So you can see, yeah, it needs one worker. Okay, this also needs one worker. But you compare it to, say, this uses what? This produces 5, but the growth rate is much less than here. Look at that. That's much faster. So I think the soil is compromised on this island. Yeah, fun tonight. Got to get to bed. Good night. Hey, Apollo, thanks for stopping by. It was really good to talk to you. And yeah, I hope you play the game yourself. When it's out of early access, you should definitely check it out. It's pretty good for what it is, though. And yeah, you have a good night. Let's see. 19.
Trading platform arrived.
18. Yeah. Yeah. So I think the soil fertility here is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm gonna demolish this. I'm gonna put an indoor field there. I'm also gonna turn off the user light. I need to see. There we go.
Trading platform arrived. Large construction completed.
$24 out of 14. Definitely compromised. Yeah, it's definitely compromised. Okay. So this is bad soil. But on the bright side, by converting it to indoor fields, it'll save some money. I mean, save money. It'll produce not only more food, but I don't have to use as much space.
Trading platform arrived.
See? Just having these two, I'm back to where I was. I'm still making more food than I was before. But I can make an underwater. I will make an underwater building there. Okay. Demolished buildings also decrease your aesthetics, so you gotta be careful of having too many demolished buildings. But it'll eventually get rectified.
Large construction completed.
There we go. And yeah, I'm still good on water production, and food production now is fine. Turn that on. Yep. Great.
Trading platform arrived.
Okay.
Building is under fire.
Oh, fire. Because I need to have more. I guess the closest way I can say it is that the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So I gotta invert that and build another maintenance center when I can. But it's fine right now. Alright. Power is the big thing.
Trading platform arrived.
I don't know how my uranium deposits are, so...
Building is under fire.
I guess I can build a subway bus station.
Trading platform arrived.
I built that there. Put that there. Let's see, 81% manpower, so okay.
Medium construction completed. New citizens arrived.
All right. I have exactly 186
Citizens arrived.
housing units and 186 workplaces.
Trading platform.
It's not going to be equal to 186 people, but it'll be close enough. Yeah, 180. So now my manpower is at 97%. Let's take a look. Yep.
Building is under fire.
guess I can get rid of these two and fix them. Replacements, I mean.
Trading platform arrived.
Okay. There we go. I mean, it is a bit of a waste of money, but it would annoy me if I had buildings that have that gap there. And no one's cleaning this up. Am I full up on? Oh, I'm not. There we go. And it should be fine now.
Trading platform arrived.
The nice thing is that by keeping this stuck in the tutorial, it won't progress through to the end, I guess, and I won't get the adverse events, so I can let this build as much as I want. It is cheating in a way, but I'd rather have not too many problems this quick look, I guess. Have things go a bit easier. I mean, granted, improving aesthetics is kind of... It's not too difficult to achieve, so I gotta be careful. At least until I get to the point where I can build defenses to properly defend the city.
Trading platform arrived. Tiny construction completed.
Now, how many of these can I build?
Trading platform
8
arrived.
total. Should be enough. Those are personal transport drones, so that's for civilians. So it'll, I think it helps increase the prestige. Social transport greatly facilitates movement around the city for the citizens. So, I guess this this bus station hasn't been built yet. So will that get built, and then that should help with social transport a bit.
Tiny
There we go.
construction completed. Trading platform arrived.
I want to build a winery. Let's see if I can build a winery.
Small construction completed.
There we go.
Small construction completed. Trading platform arrived. Small construction completed. Small construction completed. Small construction completed.
145
Small
acquired,
construction completed.
130 right now, so it's gonna go back to battery power soon. Now temporarily I'll build a 4x4.
Trading platform arrived. Large construction completed.
Okay, that should be 170, 173. What? I'll put it with another wind. Let's see how this
Trading
goes.
platform arrived. Small construction
Okay.
completed.
I should have enough wind power to even still produce batteries even at night. That's a lot of wind turbines, though. How are we doing in terms of engines? Guess I'll drop that and make more gadgets. Gadgets always seem to be in much higher demand.
Trading platform arrived.
Alright, let's build a second maintenance tower so that
Medium construction
won't be a problem with
completed.
fires. There we go. What else do I need? Is it the university? Yes, the university. I need to be able to access this and research.
Trading platform arrived.
Does the university give any medicine? Oh, God. It's just education, okay.
Medium construction completed.
Alright, the university has been built and now I can
Small
research.
Construction completed.
Let's get the geoprospecting done. That's
Trading
always the
platform
fastest. It's never this fast. Never. They just give you this access because they want you to be able to see soil fertility and matter deposits in it. And uranium deposits in a somewhat quick manner. There we go.
Research completed.
So you can see I was right. Soil fertility is only 28%. It's really poor. And uranium's only 42%. Let's check out the other cliffs. 41%, 26%. Uranium deposit, those are 100% here. And finally, here is where it's 100% soil fertility. So... I mean, uranium deposit is 42%. It's not too bad.
Trading platform arrived.
Bruh. 5,000 to increase the warehouse. It'll go from 50 to 75, I believe. Units of storage. Or I can build the cold store. And it'll help store food products. Probably do meat.
Medium construction completed.
There we go.
Trading platform arrived.
So now it stores water, fish. It's going to store all our food. I think they'll start transferring food over. Alright, I can research. So my global research speed is 1%, so it's pretty bad. Oops. What do I want to research first? Yeah, building uranium for the air. That seems to be a really good one to get.
Trading platform.
Because whenever you extract uranium in the game, it always has a negative effect on the ecology. Because, you know, it's not clean to do. But with that research, it'll allow you to build buildings that'll extract uranium from the air because of the radioactivity. And that actually gives you an ecology bonus. They're actually pretty small to they're not too cheap, but they only take about half of this, I believe. And you can build 4 of them along for 1 square block. Like that. Let's take a look at our resources. So positive, barely. I think I need to build another one. Positive. Nope. Apples.
Trading platform.
Consuming
arrived.
more apples than I realized. Okay, so let's fix that and then build another orchard.
Medium construction completed.
So let's see. See, now I have to build another vineyard.
Large construction completed. Trading platform arrived. Medium construction completed.
So yeah, I'm producing this again. Grapes, and I'm producing alcohol. That should help with the entertainment value. And yes. Everything is back to positive, more or less.
Trading platform arrived. New citizens arrived.
Alright, let's get some more people.
Medium construction completed.
Yeah.
Trading platform
It'll
arrived.
auto buy more uranium, but it's not cheap. I'll put another. So 240 to 257. Surely build that there.
Trading platform arrived.
Okay. So far, so good. Gadgets.
Medium construction.
I mean, consumables. Everyone, there's a surplus of that. Medicine is 100. Well, it's equal.
Trading platform arrived.
Entertainment's now 100%. Research and justice are all good. I'm maintaining everyone's vitamin level. Oh, buy if less than 8. What did I thought I had that at 8. Okay. Well, my mistake. Alright, so now that I've set that value, now that, because it's going to say there's less than 8, there's 0 obviously, it'll buy up to 8. So I need 2 trips, so let's actually make sure it stays at a level like 10.
Trading
There we go.
platform
Just got it in
arrived.
time. 10 units. And it should pick it up and send it over there, I think. Did we pick it up? Yes, it's in the warehouse. So let's set a priority 1 there. And there you go. It dropped it,
New citizens arrived.
and now new citizens have arrived. Well, I forgot to mention this to Apollo, but he left. What? The other cool thing about the game is you can press tab, and you can go into first-person mode.
New citizens
You
arrived.
can go walking around the town. I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty cool.
Trading platform arrived.
If you ever just want to explore your town.
New citizens arrived.
Here's the town square. Let's check out the market. Oh, people wandering and just standing there. There's the court. Oh, hey, coffee. And Scilab. Scilab. Coffee, please. No coffee. Anyways, we'll go back.
Trading platform arrived.
have 17 drones out of 10? What? How did that work out? Anyways, let's check our resources here. So, what do we need to build? Actually, everything looks okay. Once again, my main problem is power. Power production is my biggest concern.
Trading platform arrived.
What else do I want to build? Actually, let's build another crop field underwater. There we go.
Large construction completed. Trading platform
Already
arrived.
at a 25. I'm going to remove these and put another market in. It makes too much money to not have it. How am I salad? How's my salad production? 10 production, consumption 9. So let's build another salad farm.
Medium construction completed.
Yeah.
Trading platform arrived.
Move that town square. Alright, the entertainment value fell because I demolished it. What else do I need? Take a look. What can I build for
Trading
happiness?
platform arrived.
Maybe not happiness, but I do think I need to build a hospital. Someone did die from a fire. Whoops. What's my global 1%? Or was it actually 1 times? Maybe I should. Well, I don't have enough people for that. Should be probably more careful. Everything needs to be maintained in a balance, like any other city manager. But I feel this game is quite the balance that needs to be maintained is much more strict. There's no real leeway for any mistakes. All right, let's. Speaking of this potential mistakes, let's build that market. Well, I actually dropped down my aesthetics, but it's fine.
Large construction completed.
Alright, let's turn off the user light.
Trading platform arrived.
There we go. Okay, great. Everything's still positive, so we'll be able to make some money off this. I'll probably remove this and put this underwater and put another orchard there.
Trading platform arrived.
Yeah. But I also got to see if I can build another port. It's kind of a problem. Oof, I might have to demolish a building. Like one of these. We'll see. Things are coming along nicely for the city. It's
Trading platform arrived.
the only thing is that the consumption rate for gadgets or just consumables are pretty high, so I'd actually have to build another 3D printer. Ideally, I'd have to have 4 printers because if you say build only appliances at this place, you can see here, printing only one item in large quantities, workers will become experts in the chosen field, and the factory will expand into a specialized, I don't know what a salon shop is, but it will become a specialized building just for that particular item you're building. So right now I have access to 2 production points. I think the maximum you can get with research is 4, but if you make it to a specialized building, it goes from 4 to 6. But they'll only be able to build that specific item once it hits that cap. You can see here. So you have to build 600 of these, 650 of these, or 700 of these gadgets in order for it to qualify as a specialized store. They can only build that item for it to reach that goal. They can't build, say, engine parts. So the way I did it, I mean, in my previous save is basically I created dedicated. So one just for appliances, one for furniture, one for gadgets. I think I actually had 2 of each because the requirements, the population needed it so much that I had to meet demand. I needed it. And eventually you'll get access to other areas which have their own unique buildings. So without spoiling too much, so basically, yeah, you'll get access to a new area, and the production on that is much higher than what you have here. But that's not for a while. But everything seems to be okay so far. Very happy with this starting city. Granted, it took like 5 or 6 tries for me to actually get the hang of it, but once you do, it is a nice little... It's nice to see things come together. I mean, the other thing is that I am still... I'm quote-unquote stuck in the tutorial, as in I'm not progressing any further in that, because once it's over, then the real game starts. And that can be a bit difficult. Yeah, that's about it. There's still quite a bit more. Guess I can save. This is my save, so we'll overwrite that. Unfortunately, I do have to cut my stream earlier than usual. Not now, though. I mean, I still have some time, but I'm debating whether or not to go back to my old save and just play from there for the remainder of the stream, because it's got, well, it's got more stuff to look at. You know, I hope I'm about to hit 20,000, so yeah, I would consider this a successful beginning. So yeah, I'll save this. I'll save it, go to the main menu, and I'll load my current save and start from there. So this is my current save. There are some things in the game which I haven't exactly shown. There's some new things you can tell, like the buildings looks. There's a few more things to it than my older, my starting. That you get at the start, I should say. But yeah, there's a few more things in this game now. But yeah, this is my starting islands, my starting cliffs, I should say, and these are pretty much done. I pretty much just leave these alone. I don't really need to go back here that often. I do on occasion like to, say, sell things in order to achieve an objective. But other than that, everything looks okay. But my main area right now is the Ice Citadel. That's the 5th and I believe final area to develop in the game. So this is like, at this stage, a little bit late game. So right now my main focus is building this and achieving the objective here. So right now I got to settle 6,000 citizens. So I have about 5,261 out of that 6,000 total. And I have to hit a, what is this? Oh geez, what's this called? A prestige level 160. That's it. So that's my biggest issue, is hitting that 160 barrier, because right now I'm like hovering between 155. I think I got it to 159 at one point, but I can't seem to get 160. This is where I stand right now. Let me just check something here. Second. Okay. So yeah, so for the next 20 minutes or so, I'll just play this and see if I can do anything, make any changes. How's my food production here? Salad, water.
Trading platform arrived.
I convert that to a market.
Objective completed.
Alright, we're back. See, I'm getting to 157. I'm getting close, but not
Trading
quite.
platform arrived. Large construction completed.
Should be fine.
Trading platform arrived.
We'll let her sell the farm.
Medium construction completed.
Alright, so that's how the farm is built. Once it gets water, it should... Oops. Yeah, it got its water. Now it should be producing more salad for me.
Trading platform arrived.
Okay, so gotta increase this prestige level somehow. Take a look here and see how I'm struggling with these areas. Alright, alright. I'll see, 159. I just can't hit that 160 barrier. Or get it. At least want to get something like 160, 165 would be nice so that I can start bringing people in.
Trading platform arrived. Building is under fire.
It's under fire. Oh. Huh. So I gotta build another maintenance building. Alright, where should I build one? One over here.
Trading platform arrived. Medium construction completed.
Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm consuming some batteries. It's always an ongoing problem.
Trading platform arrived.
Okay, let's build some roads.
Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed.
Oh, I hit 160 there very briefly.
Trading platform arrived. Tiny construction completed.
Oh, there we go. 160 again.
Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed.
So now, let's just save this. Let's bring in some people and see what happens. This will actually bring on a huge amount of people. It's like 250 tenants live with this place. So the population's going to... Ooh, wait. I don't think I should do that. 1864, 960... I don't have enough... Oh, wait. Can I stop this?
Trading platform arrived.
Okay, it's been paused. Because... Yes, it's been paused. Because I just realized I don't have enough workplaces for the influx of people I'm about to bring in. So I'd have to build... It should be fine. It'll be fine. I'll just have to build an office building or two. Should be okay.
Huge construction completed. New citizens arrived.
Alright, so more people are
Trading
coming.
platform arrived.
You can see. Yeah. Alright, so let's get that influx of people, I guess. Seems a lot of power.
Trading platform arrived. New task received.
Okay. So now I gotta sell food to the orbital station. But I think I've already got that set up, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. Yeah, should be fine. Let's see. Sell if more, 350, yeah. Selling excess. Selling excess food. I think I should be doing it over here as well. Yes, I am. Oh, that's the orbital station, so that's fine.
Trading platform arrived.
A little weird, no one's coming. Oh, wait. Do I not have any? I should have plenty. Yeah, I have like 200. It's just not being delivered. We'll set this as priority 1.
New citizens
See, yeah, now people are coming. I guess the drones just had so many jobs to do that they just weren't sending uranium to this platform for people to come.
Trading platform arrived.
Yeah, we're already almost done on that regard. What's next?
New citizens arrived.
Yeah, let's build this office building. It should produce quite a few workplaces.
New
There we go.
citizens arrived. Medium
It's like,
construction
yeah, look at
completed.
that. 75 out of 84. He doesn't produce as much money as even a
Trading
marketplace,
platform
but
arrived.
it's a great way to fill up work spots.
New citizens arrived.
How are we doing?
New citizens arrived.
I gotta take a look at the orbital station because the people that are coming into the Ice Citadel are coming from here. So the more people there, there's definitely gonna be a manpower drain in this place. So gotta be careful here.
New citizens arrived. Trading platform arrived.
What are we doing here? 84%. Should I send some people back here? I could do that. I could demolish these buildings, and they'll go back to the orbital station. But it'll reduce the amount of manpower. Decisions.
New citizens arrived.
Alright, time to build this other large office building.
New citizens arrived.
Now that's happening. Let's take a look at my food production. So water is good, food is good. Food is okay.
Medium construction completed. Trading platform arrived. New citizens arrived. New citizens arrived.
Alright, more people are arriving, but you now have more workplaces than I do actual places to live, so that's good. I'm gonna have to demolish these buildings to make them into
New citizens arrived.
modules. Modules at their max level can hold the most number of citizens, as opposed to say this, which holds 250 people. But these are special buildings.
Trading platform arrived.
Actually, I don't need to. I can just build these, which is not a problem.
New citizens arrived.
Justice. Ooh, my justice level is about to hit cap, so I should, Oh, so is my medicine level. Okay.
New citizens arrived.
So... That's... Justice. What gives me the most justice? Well, the Notre Dame. I'll give 10. This gives 18, actually. But I already have an academy. No one comes. As in visitors. Only 18. 16, that's far cheaper. There we go. Let's prioritize building the town hall because I'm about to lose some money. Well, no, not money. Well,
Large
still
construction
good on
completed.
that.
Large construction completed.
But
New citizens arrived.
I still have to build more
Trading platform arrived.
health facilities because I'm still below. Oh, that's the weather, isn't it? The weather's affecting it. We'll see if it improves once the weather clears out. It's only one more day. That's actually a few more hours in game, so.
Objective completed.
Alright. Objective complete. So let's go to Unity and give them the money. We should clear out the weather effect. And yeah, now you can see the medicine level of medicine has gone back up.
Trading platform arrived.
And the justice level's gone up quite a bit too. So I probably didn't even need to build these, but that's fine. Let's take a look. Water, still producing more water than consuming. Food is still good. Fish is okay. Food, a salad and fruits is still good. Okay. Let's build another port. That. Another water filter.
Trading platform arrived.
I just want to see if it affects the Oh, I never noticed that. If you click on within the same field, context field, like within the same square here, it'll just... Okay, now it's working. I can't explain it. Never mind. Okay. So there's no negative ecology rating on this, so I'll build that.
Trading platform arrived.
Let's pause the game because I need to plan out some stuff here. So let's get the wall rocket, the interceptor station, wall rocket, interceptor station. Solar station, turbine, solar station. Don't build these.
Medium construction completed.
Maximize the building priority for these. All right, how we doing? let's go to North Coast here because I want to know how many people does this employ. 15 total. Okay, so it doesn't employ that many. Notre Dame, 20 people.
On-wall construction completed.
Workplace is 60 for the central bank. United Bank produces 100. The entertainment center produces 50 though. What am I building? Another one.
Trading platform arrived.
So build some more roads. Okay. Oh, I can't build because of the... Oops. Oh, no, that worked.
Trading platform arrived.
Probably not placed. There we go. A couple solar panels. Alright, north wind is approaching. That's fine. It should reduce, I believe, sunshine for some reason, but increase windiness.
Trading platform arrived.
Ooh, consumption. Look at that.
Medium construction completed.
Alright, so... Noticing I need to build more energy producing buildings.
Trading platform arrived.
These side buildings don't produce as much electricity,
Large
unfortunately.
construction completed.
Let's see, I should turn that off though. Disable that. Okay, let's reduce that as well. Or turn that off. It'll save a little bit of electricity. So I'll build another set of crops. Salad. Vineyard. Solar.
Trading platform arrived.
Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna. 10 more minutes should do it. And I'll call it a night. It'll be an early night, but that's fine. Everything looks good though. Everyone looks happy. No one's starving as far as I can see. Yeah, everything looks good.
Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed.
Oh, here comes the strong winds. Yeah, cloudiness makes solar energy inefficient. I don't know how windiness, well, whatever. So now I gotta supply batteries, but I think I already do that automatically, so it should be okay. I think I sell them if more than 350, which is not the case here, so let's check out Quiet Coast. Am I selling batteries here? I am, sort of. What are we doing here? Oh.
Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed. Trading platform arrived.
Yeah, see, I'm selling batteries. Shouldn't be a problem.
Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed. Tiny construction completed.
It's like all queued up.
Small construction.
It's finally all getting prepared. I'm not setting any priorities because for the most part it's fine.
Completed. Tiny construction completed. Trading platform arrived. On-wall construction completed.
Alright, so it's building those slowly. I were to build these two, that would cause how many tenants? That'll be an extra almost 500 people will be landing. But I would hit my 600. But I wouldn't have anywhere to employ them.
Trading platform arrived.
But 234. I'll save it here and I'll call it a night. Yeah, save it here. Well, and that'll do it for me. That's been a kind of a quick look at Cliff Empire. It's a great game. I shouldn't say great game. It's still in early access, but for what it is, it's a very good game. It has a lot of problems still, but it's got enough there to. I think a lot of people who do play it would be pleasantly surprised at what's there. It's a little rough around the edges, but I do think that given time and if the developers do stick with the game's development and continue to update it, it'll be a great city management game. I think it's got a really good price point, and I think the reviews so far on Steam reviews is reflective of that. It's a good game at a low price point, so it's a really great entry game. Hopefully, once it gets out of early access, it continues to get updated and refined. But only time will tell. But yeah, it's going to be a short stream, so I'll be back on Friday with a regular game. It won't be Cliff Empire. It'll actually be an actual game. So hopefully I'll see people there on Friday. But that'll do it for me. Thank you to Apollo. Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with me. Hopefully you're interested enough in trying out the game yourself. And hopefully you'll like it if you do end up buying it. Oops, wrong button. There we go. And yeah, thank you to everyone who came by. I mean, Apollo was the only one to talk, but anyone that stopped in and said hi or stopped in to lurk, thank you so much. As always, you can check the bottom of my channel feed to keep up to date with the channel news, and click on the videos button to keep up to date with my previous playthroughs. So Friday will be a new game. Just got to get to work. So yeah, I'll end it there, and I will give Dealid a host. She is playing through Star Trek 25th Anniversary, and should be a fun game to watch. So I'll give her a raid, and call it there. I'll just give her a host. I don't think there's enough viewers to justify having a host. I mean, a raid, to be honest, so I'll just give her a host. But until then, everyone, take care, have a good night, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for the host. Dr. CDCS, I have a big problem with this fight.
A weapon drop.
Native plants has been discovered previously saved game.
Yeah, I tried